Alrighty, here's the video review for the Transformers Generations Legends Starscream with Waspinator. And as much as I mentioned that Megatron I think may be the weakest of the four, I think Starscream may very well be the strongest of the four Legends that we've gotten, in this size class of Optimus, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Starscream with the little Micron guys, or Target Master partners, however you want to call them. But yeah, he's very neat. A very neat take on the IDW jet design, or IDW-esque at least. It's not 100% the IDW design. I think this is based on a concept by Guido. I remember somebody was showing off that was their design, but still, it's vaguely E.J. Sue-esque IDW. I think it's actually one of Guido's concept designs, but a very neat take on Starscream as a jet. He has this landing gear here that can fold up. You can see his nose kind of wants to fold with it. It's not really effective because it's not longer really than, except unless you extend it all the way out, it's really not much longer than his chest, so it doesn't really change how he sits at all. If you could flip these landing gear, like if his knee pads were on a hinge that you could lower them down a little bit to make him sit up a little higher, it would be effectual, but it's just kind of there. It's neat that it's there. Nice for them to include it, I guess, but not effective really as a landing gear. So, just so you know. And Waspinator, of course, is Waspinator. Oh, well, I also run trouble. But, and what's nice is on the bio on the back of his package, they do specifically reference Possession, where Waspinator got taken over by Starscream's ghost in Beast Wars. So they specifically referenced Beast Wars, and that was really kind of cool. And why these two characters are packaged together, which is neat. Waspinator into Robot is very easy. Again, you just flip the little handle back here, flip his head down, and that's pretty much it. His arms are posable. His legs are posable, but they're together. I mean, they look like they're moving independently, but you have to move them together. I think they're connected through the body. You don't want to try to move one without the other one, or you'll end up twisting that. I haven't taken them apart. They may be separate pieces, but I'm pretty sure that's one piece all the way across. So don't twist your Waspinator's legs off. And then for weapon mode, his weapon mode in both vehicle and robot mode is the same. Basically, you flip the handle down, and when he's in this mode, you have to leave the head flip down, but you take this piece on the back, and you kind of close his wings up and bring this turret forward. And there you can see the opening for the pistol there. It's not a real effective pistol, but there you go. And then that could plug into the back of Starscream here. So we can have a cannon on his back if you choose. Well, you can probably actually, for this mode, you might actually be able to flip Waspinator's head back up a little bit, support it a little bit on the jet. Although I guess really you're limited there by how far the peg can peg into Starscream versus Waspinator's head there, but you can get a little bit lower down if you flip his head up. So we'll just set him off to the side here. Starscream himself is actually really, really cool. So you start off down here and kind of snap the bottom of his legs off of this tab right here. And then the arms are pegged onto the wings. You can see there's a tab right here. So you want to unpeg those. These guns can be removed. They're actually red plastic painted gray, which is a little weird to me, but seeing as how there's no other dark gray plastic like this, it probably made sense. You can pop them off, if they pop off, don't worry about it, but you mostly just rotate them around to face the proper direction. And then, okay, you can't do that yet. Take the arms, and they're on ball joints, so you lift them up and then snap them in like that. And there's Starscream's body. Flip the wings. You have to kind of get them lift up here first, and then flip this joint up, so they don't rub against the hips and the arms there. Flip open the feet. And then flip the cockpit, flip the nose, flip it down a little bit like that, flip the nose all the way up under there, into there, and then push that all the way down. And there's Starscream in robot mode. And the fins can flip back onto the back of his legs, so they're not visible. There's Starscream in robot mode. And he's really quite cool. I'm really happy with this design. It's a really neat design for Starscream. The transformation is fun. It's a little on the simple side, but still fun. and you get a really nice looking Starscream out of it. And of course, he can hold Waspinator as a weapon. If you choose, you can have a little Waspinator cannon. Well, I guess Starscream kind of had the same kind of look. He didn't get blown up quite as much as Waspinator, but he still had that. Nothing ever goes right for me. So yeah. But it's nice to have a little Beast Wars homage here in the Legends. And, and honestly, from what I understand, that's probably similar or close to the size that they may have been to each other, because the Beast Wars, they established their robots were much smaller than G1 robots. So I like to think that maybe that's a canon size for the two of them. But yeah, very neat. Like I said, probably the strongest of the four. Well, I'm saying 5. I just looked at the time on the camera. It was 5 minutes. That's probably why. So you got like hip joints here, hinge joints at the knee. You got a little bit of posability in the feet just by how they transform. Ball joint shoulders, ball joint elbows. The guns have a little bit of movement. The head, just by virtue of how it transforms, you can see it's just kind of locked in there. It doesn't turn side to side, unfortunately. But you get a little bit of a decent. It looks like there may be some sort of joint there. But actually, no, okay, that's just this piece is a separate piece that's pinned on, and the pin's a little loose. So yeah, there they are. And then just with Prime and Megatron, size comparison. He's actually smaller than both of them, which I think is nice. He's big enough that he stands nicely with them. He displays nicely with them. He fits in well with these guys, but he is a little shorter than both of them, and I kind of dig that. Throw a roller in there too. So yeah, like I said, probably the strongest of the 4. There is Generations Legends Starscream.